Happy Gilmore 2 is a good movie. The writing is really funny, the actors have a lot of character, and the celebrity appearances are great. But there's one thing that sets me off about it, and it's why I think the movie does not hit the same as the original. Now, I know most sequels don't. A lot of sequels not only don't hit, but they also make the original worse. A good example, in my opinion, would be the Matrix sequels, but Happy Gilmore 2 is not one of these offenders. The movie is a love letter to Happy Gilmore fans, and it knows what it is, so it doesn't ruin the original for most people. The gripe I have with Happy Gilmore 2 is the way it was edited. Hollywood in recent years has cultivated a very standardized editing style, especially for Netflix movies, consisting of fast and snappy cuts making dialogue feel super rushed. This kind of editing, in my opinion, throws off the pacing of a story, giving the viewer less time to digest what was just said, and it makes conversations harder to follow. Happy Gilmore 2 is very much a victim of this editing style, and this isn't an isolated thing anymore either. Superman has this problem, the new Ant-Man has this problem, even Bohemian Rhapsody has this issue in some parts. There's even a part in Happy Gilmore 2 where the shot cuts away before a character is even finished talking. That's how fast this movie is, editing-wise. The editing isn't the only reason I think Happy Gilmore 2 doesn't hit the same as the first, but it's the main problem I have. Another issue I have is that the movie just feels too new, if that makes sense. Like, the movie does a good job of portraying the passage of time, but the differences in camera quality, how the movie was shot, and editing make me feel like I'm watching a completely different film. Despite all the fan service sprinkled throughout, I'm sure there's people who will disagree with me on that take, but it's fine. Anyway, back to my gripe with the editing. Compare a scene from the first movie to the second one and count how many cuts each movie uses. I could draw parallels between the declining attention span of the entire world and this editing style, but I think the reason why Hollywood is adapting this style is not because of that. It's just because it's an easier way to get a laugh out of the audience when they're being presented something surprising at a really fast pace. That's just my thoughts. I even did research to see who edited all the fast-paced movies that I could think of off the top of my head, and they are all different people. But not only that, most of these editors have been in the industry for literal decades. Editors in Hollywood today, even veterans, have adapted this style for both comedic effect and just to hold audience retention longer in general. This is a straight-up rabbit hole that the industry is falling down, and in my opinion, it is for the worst. I miss when movies could achieve a lot with just a little, that being one or two basic two shots instead of 20 cuts with like 10 different shots. I think this editing style is proving to be good for business, which is why editors are being pressured to adapt the style, but in my opinion, it hinders the quality of a film. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I want to hear your opinions. I know this isn't the kind of content I usually make, but I'll say it again. I don't care. Anyways, y'all, I will see you later. My name is Evan PQ. Please subscribe. Okay, bye.